The Renewal Trust works across the area of St Anne's, Stenton and Mapley, working in lots of different areas, but it's all about enabling people to do more and to do things better. So that's working with different organisations, working with people individually, whether that's through employment, through sport, through creative, through family engagement. It's really wide ranging, but as an area lead, we work together to try and benefit the community by enhancing other organisations as well. Coming together, working in partnership with This Girl Can and the Renewal Trust started out really just before the pandemic. We just started the conversation of how could we develop that work. Obviously the pandemic hit, which sort of threw everything in the air, and actually that was a good thing for us. It allowed us to think differently and creatively. So the first port of call was getting This Girl Can women's activity packs out to the females in the community so they could still do activity and physical activity at home. So that was our first port of call, and that then led on to the network of bringing providers and different organisations together, finding out how we could work together to expand that support. That then has moved on as we've come out of the pandemic into actual delivery, different activities, finding out the right locations, the right places that we know that women in the community would attend to with the right organisations, giving them that hug of support around that. And then that leads on to then how we can build onto that so it's got a legacy and can continue. Some of the successes that we've seen of the This Girl Can project has been right from the beginning of when we managed to get out nearly 500 activity packs, which during a pandemic, people working from home, not wanting to come together, and then actually trying to find the organisations to get them out to people. That's a real success, I think, that we got 500 activity packs out. Then doing the road shows, actually people were really unsure about coming back out or coming to a community centre, coming to a sports centre, but we saw some real successes. And from those road shows, what was really nice is we managed to identify the right activities, and to now be able to say we've got Zumba taking place in 3 different community centres, we've got yoga in a community centre, we've got cycling, we've got new activities happening, but they stemmed from conversations with people or people being in the right place at the right time. A number of the mums who'd come because their children were taking part in an activity but had no interest themselves, but being able to have that conversation with them, finding out a bit more about what they wanted, we were able to then put some sustainability behind it. We've been creative. We've got the traditional activities such as the Zumba, but we've also got mums taking their children ice skating, and there's lots of different ways you can be creative with your physical activity. So that was a real bonus, actually. I think being able to do things a little bit differently. I think we've really tried to embed within those different organisations, the different partners, how this can be sustainable. I think for the Renewal Trust, the way for us going forward is it's built some new relationships and created some new partnerships that will continue at the end of this funding stream in that way. I think for us, we've had the This Girl Can network, which has been really well attended and had some great support. We've then now looked at how we can keep that network as the project comes to an end, but build that as part of the wider area partnership. We've changed the way we're working because we've all had to through the pandemic. It sits really nicely with that. We would now be able to support those organisations or those providers to continue that work. And also we want them to continue doing it, so we will continue to support them.